This is 12 News at 10. I'm Troy Hayden. We had multiple drowning incidents involving children today, and we're beginning with breaking news on one of them. A 1-year-old child has died after drowning in a backyard pool in the Southeast Valley. Happened in Gilbert. 12 News journalist Gabriella Becerra joins us live outside the home near Higley and Elliott Roads. You hate to hear this, Gabby. What have you learned about what happened?
Yeah, Troy, sadly, Gilbert police confirmed that 1-year-old boy did die from injuries related to this drowning. This entire street has been taped off as police investigate what led up to the drowning. At this point, they're not sharing too much information. As we know, they're still working to learn more. We've seen detectives going in and out of one of the backyards just behind me. So far, all they're sharing is that they received a 911 phone call around 5:30 this evening reporting that possible drowning. The toddler was reportedly found unresponsive in a backyard pool. It's unclear how long the child was underwater for. Police officers immediately began CPR, and the child was taken to the hospital but did not survive. And we know this is the second child drowning so far this year. A 1-year-old was found unresponsive in a backyard pool in Goodyear late last month. And again, police are investigating the circumstances around this drowning, and we'll share any updates we receive as we get them on 12news.com. Live in Gilbert, Gabriella Becerra, 12 News.
Yeah, a family forever changed, Gabby, and you can see that. It looks like it's a beautiful, nice neighborhood. It doesn't matter where you are, all different social strata, right? Socioeconomic strata, where children are being lost.
That's right. We speak with drowning prevention experts quite often, unfortunately, and that is something they say is that these tragedies can impact anyone and everyone. So just a tragic reminder to always watch children around water.
Gabriella, thank you. 2 other children pulled from pools across the valley tonight. The first one happening in the West Valley. This is Goodyear near Estrella Parkway in Van Buren. First responders, they got there. Family members were already performing CPR on the child, and that may have saved that child's life. It was breathing when crews got to the scene. They took them to the hospital for an evaluation, and so we're still waiting to see exactly what the condition is of that child. And then in Queen Creek near Ellsworth and Germain, a child also pulled from a pool. Crews arriving to find the child breathing on their own after CPR again performed on them, and they are also in the hospital. A man is killed in a fiery motorcycle crash in North Phoenix. Police say the rider was speeding, hit a car, then making a left-hand turn, and look at that debris from that motorcycle. The whole thing looks like it just came apart. This is at 12th Street and Bell Road. The driver then pushed into another car that was stopped at the light. The motorcycle caught fire after the impact. The rider later died at the hospital from his injuries. The second driver was also taken to the hospital, and the area is still closed as police look into the crash. Could the U.S. war with Iran be over? The U.S. and Iran both announcing they have reached an agreement, an official memorandum of understanding, and a signing ceremony is set for Friday in Switzerland. So here we are, nearly 4 months after the start of hostilities. President Trump announcing on social media a peace deal is now complete. Tehran also confirming there is an agreement. The president says the Strait of Hormuz will reopen once the deal is signed, Friday, he believes. And the U.S. also will end its naval blockade of Iran, allowing oil to flow freely through the Gulf again. Few details have been released, but one key U.S. demand has been all along that Iran destroy its enriched uranium stockpile and not pursue nuclear weapons.
The highly enriched uranium has to go. Their enrichment capabilities, they have to walk away from. Their support for terrorist proxies has to end.
Now, we don't know many details like he was just talking about there, but we're expected to learn more about that peace plan tomorrow. Since the war started, gas prices have surged. And the good news, maybe you've noticed, gas prices have actually fallen a bit. Not that much, but a bit in recent weeks. Experts say don't expect complete relief overnight. They say oil and gas prices, even when the oil starts flowing again through the Strait of Hormuz, could remain elevated until September. A woman is killed by a fire at her home in Glendale near 67th and Peoria Avenues overnight. Neighbors giving us some video of the fire, bright orange flames coming from the back of the home. One couple tells us they ran over to the home. They smelled smoke about 1:30 this morning. They say they could actually hear the woman inside the house asking for help. But they say the black smoke filled the house and they couldn't get inside to get to her. Glendale police say firefighters later carried that woman out. She was taken to the hospital. Unfortunately, she did not survive her injuries.
We kept hearing her saying, like, help, help, like, I'm in here, but when we looked, like, with the smoke, like, all you could see was the smoke coming out the door. It just kept progressively getting worse and worse and worse. Like, they were throwing a lot of water in there, too. Like, the firefighters, they were throwing a lot of water in there. It just would not go down, and the smoke was just kept getting black.
Police have not identified the woman who died there. The fire, the cause of it anyway, still under investigation. New information on a woman's body that was found south of Interstate 8 near Casa Grande. That's south of the valley. The Maricopa County Sheriff's Office says the woman was a 26-year-old who was reported missing Thursday. She told her family she was left behind by a group traveling through the desert from Mexico here to the U.S. Search crews spent days looking for her. They weren't able to find her. This morning, hikers discovered her unresponsive in a wash. Deputies say no foul play is suspected. Very dangerous to cross the desert this time of year. The investigation ongoing. An update on the South Phoenix triple shooting that's now turned deadly. Phoenix police say 40-year-old Carlos Galindo died after being shot yesterday morning. Happened at a home near Central and Baseline. 2 other people also shot there, a 37-year-old woman, 35-year-old man. The woman is still hospitalized with life-threatening injuries. The man, though, is expected to survive. Police say a male suspect got away before officers got there, and that's about all they're giving us on what caused this. So if you have any information, you're asked to contact Phoenix Police or Silent Witness. Meteorologist Chris Dunn is joining us now. And Chris, another hot day here in the valley today, but some rain tonight in some parts of the state.
Well, and back behind me, this is from Cordes Lakes earlier today. Some downpours in Cordes Junction. The Agua Fria River nearby had a really high, almost 4-foot rise in the river in just about 40 minutes. Meanwhile, the clouds are kind of teasing us off in the distance in the Gilbert area. In the valley, nothing showing up right now. We have some of these showers kind of skirting the valley areas from Lake Pleasant to near New River and Black Canyon City. And a really strong storm right down here in southern Pinal County, moving into Pima County past the Oro Valley and Marana. This had a warning on it until the top of the hour, but still a pretty impressive thunderstorm that is moving towards the Tucson area in Pima County. Meanwhile, Black Canyon City, you see some storms moving by and moving through the Payson area. Not much happening in Flagstaff right now. Put it all together and things are pretty quiet off to the west, but we will likely see a few more storms redevelop tomorrow. Only 54 in Flagstaff right now. That's what the rain will do, but still 101 in Phoenix after a high of 110 again today. I'll let you know about the heat and our storm prospects coming up with the full forecast.
All right, Chris, thank you. For the second year in a row, a No Kings demonstration happening today on President Trump's birthday. It was different, though, this time. Instead of large demonstrations out in the street, communities across the country and here in the Valley gathered for watch parties, streaming a live concert from New York City called Rise Up, Sing Out. A lot of well-known names there. Jane Fonda was there, Bette Midler. The event all about celebrating, they say, the First Amendment and civic engagement.
I think the message is think about your own interests and the things that are keeping you up at night, the things that your neighbors are worried about, and vote in ways that care for those issues.
Organizers say the goal was to bring people together through music and conversation and politics and community connection. For families separated by the foster care system, getting back together can take years of hard work. But as 12 News journalist Tricia Hendricks reports, this weekend, more than 50 families were celebrated right here in the Valley.
At Sky Zone Camelback Sunday, it wasn't just any birthday party. More than 50 families came together for the 13th annual Family Reunification Day, a celebration put on by Maricopa County's Juvenile Court, honoring parents who fought their way back to their kids after involvement with the foster care system.
For 2 years, I fought for my family, and I had very lost and lonesome nights where I didn't know if I'd ever make it out alive, and I did. This is my 3rd year of sobriety. I've worked with DCS and family reunification and sobriety programs. I got my kids back.
The road to reunification is rarely easy. Parents work with attorneys, caseworkers, and counselors, sometimes undergoing drug testing, all while meeting strict court requirements. To mark that journey, Governor Katie Hobbs signed a proclamation declaring June as Family Unification Month. Her proclamation notes about 50% of families successfully reunify after their dependency cases close.
I put my mom through a lot.
Yeah, she's like a different person. Yeah, it's just beautiful. I couldn't ask for anything more.
Here, families enjoyed trampoline time, a family photo booth, a sit-down lunch, and certificates of appreciation.
Honestly, I woke up in a positive mood, prayer, just reading the Bible. I'm trying not to cry. I have no words. It's just, I'm just so happy. Resilient, right?
It took a lot of years for me to get past, losing my kids and stuff, and that's one of the biggest honors that I have today is I get to sit and be a voice and help advocate for other families. I have a great life. My daughter has a stable, loving mom. I'm married. I work hard. I just celebrated 7 years in sobriety, and I just thank God every day for the life that I live.
Several judges were in attendance. As sign organizers say, the court sees itself as a partner in keeping families whole, not just a system that separates them.
It's always a happy day when you can see families come back together, when you can see parents really do the hard work and put themselves on their own in a position to be a safe and supportive parent. We're very proud of them.
In Phoenix, Trisha Hendricks, 12 News.